Hello and welcome to my channel. Ndi Igbo, Lagos is not all. Let no one deceive you. Lagos is not all. And Igbo is better nowadays. But I would like us to watch this video and we'll be right back.
Someone came to my inbox because of the last post I made and was telling me, if you don't like it now, leave Lagos now. Bro, I've left. See, I left Lagos 2019. I packed my bags and left Lagos 2019. This is 2026, and within that time, earning the average amount that a typical Lagosian youth earns, educated or not, the average amount, I'll be able to erect a structure for myself. I'll be able to get married, have a daughter, have a house, have a car. Earning the same, like, person they earn the same thing where they earn, business-wise or whatever-wise, is basically still staying in a self-con inside the court or inside Baroje. Do you know how fucked up it is? That's why you see a Lagosian will go to another state and do a vlog and tell you that, oh, this person is not serious. People in this state are not serious. Imagine by 9 o'clock, they've not open shop. That's because they are not cursed. They are not cursed. They realize that they understand that the body needs rest. Because when you tell me you're waking up by 5, like, if you get to bus stop by 5, you're already late. And you get home by 12, rinse and repeat. That's not life. At the end of the day, overpriced housing, overpriced everything, a dirty and smelly place that once rain falls, rain is going to beat the hell out of you. I was once a Lagos defender. I lived my first 20-something years in Lagos before I went for service. And I was always like that. Till I left. Some of you would have to leave Lagos and stay somewhere else for you to realize that Omo no be life when they live. It is not life. It is not life. You also, you bosu, there's agberu wahala, there's dirtiness, there's flooding. You build, if you come manage build house, they'll come and demolish it. See, my friends are Lagosians, are even Southwesterners. A lot of them are not even building in their own houses. They are not even, like, they are called Lagosians, but they are not building in Lagos. A lot of them are going to Ibadan or Oyo to go and build. Because you can build and have all your document and they'll still demolish it. So, kilo one Lagos, tell me, you are just proud because Lagos is Lagos.
So my people, Lagos is not a certificate of success. My Igbo brothers, I'm talking specifically to us. Let us talk the truth today. Who deceive us say, if you never reach Lagos, you never start life? Who tell us say, until you enter the traffic, sweat for 10 mainland bridge, hustle from morning till midnight, you never make up? Who tell us so? Who tell us so? My Igbo brothers and sisters, listen carefully. Lagos is not heaven gate. Lagos is not a certificate of success. And Lagos is not a must. Many of us grew up hearing one thing, opportunity everywhere in Lagos. According to them, they still tell you, if you stay village, nothing will happen. Even when we are in secondary schools, people would ask, you never go Lagos, you never go Lagos. You know, it's as if Lagos is Europe or Lagos is America. As if without getting Lagos stamp, your life is incomplete. That mindset is what I want to break today. Because what is happening now? Everybody rush to go Lagos. Young boys, young girls, graduates, traders, artisans. Result, congestion in Lagos, overcrowding, high rent, high stress, high blood pressure. And we still shout, Lagos is the only place. Emelayogu. Of course, Lagos is powerful. Yes, there are big companies, there are ports, there are banks, industries, entertainment industry, tech startups. Yes, but let's ask the real question. How many people are actually benefiting from that big Lagos? Now, if you're not top executive, big contractor, oil and gas player, political insider, or if you're not a major tech founder, then Lagos will squeeze you. Let's do small arithmetic. Now, if you earn 300K, that's 300,000 naira to 500,000 naira in Lagos. Rent can swallow half. Transport go bite you. Food expensive. Electricity wahala. Water wahala. Traffic wahala. Flood wahala. You know that one. You wake up 5 a.m. You return 11 p.m. You repeat this. Is that what you call life? Or is that survival? Now, take the same money to some part of Southeast. You fit buy land, small land. Start building foundation. Invest in business. It will reduce transport costs. You live closer to some of your family people. Now, with the same income, I'm talking about with the same income. but different outcome. I'm not talking about hating Lagos. I'm telling you what will work and that people should stop deceiving you. We're talking about economics here. You see, the most dangerous lie we believe is this. If you stay in Southeast, nothing will happen. I can't understand. Who told you? Go to Aba, go to Nnewi, go to Onitsha, go to Enugu, go to Owerri. There are markets everywhere, factories everywhere. Real estate is growing. There are private schools doing well, even public schools. Hospitality day, transport business booming, agriculture is booming. Yes, of course, it is not perfect, but Lagos is not perfect either. The difference is visibility. Lagos shouts, meanwhile Southeast moves quietly. And because camera day Lagos, more people think it is only about success in Lagos. You heard what that guy said in that video. And I think the guy is even a Yoruba, but he's talking about Lagos not working as, the way it is being announced. And, some of our brothers in Lagos will tell you, why did you build in the village? You no go live there. Now waste. But think about it very well. How does a city grow? City grows because people build. If nobody has built in Lekki from like say 20 years ago, Lekki will still be bush. If nobody invests for Aja no go develop. So if Igbo people keep building only in Lagos, what will happen? Lagos go expand. South is going to stagnate. Then we go begin to complain. Let me tell you, development follows investment. If you build estates in Southeast, if we open our factories, our business in Southeast, if we create tech hubs in Southeast, if we improve agriculture in Southeast, young people will stay, population will balance, and the pressure will reduce. But if everybody run go one city, that city will choke, just like Lagos is choking. Have you been into a Lagos traffic before? That's why they don't call it traffic again, they call it gridlock. You know what is gridlock now? And that is what Lagos is facing now. Let me give you an example. I'm not saying you should go to Abuja, but look at Abuja. Abuja is well planned, wide roads, wide space. Many big men who have lived in Lagos and Abuja, after testing both, they prefer to stay in Abuja. Why? Less chaos, less noise, more breathing space. Unless serious business calls them to Lagos, they go briefly and return. That tells you something. Sometimes peace is more valuable than hype. Let's talk honestly. In Lagos, many people are surviving for appearance. You live in city, you snap pictures, you say, I dey Lagos. But after 10 years, no land, no house, still paying rent. That guy the money he is using to pay rent in Lagos, he uses it to build a good house, still buy car, enjoying his life. Can you imagine? The money he used to pay rent in Lagos, someone earning almost same income in less congested place has land, foundation, small house, car, family, stability, everything. Which one is progress compared to the two? Congestion is not success. Ownership is success. Now listen carefully. This message is not that Lagos is bad. I'm not trying to rubbish Lagos. Lagos works for many people, but Lagos is optional. That is the key, optional. If your business requires port access, go. If your industry needs corporate headquarters, go. It is not a must that a headquarters must be there anyway. But unless you just have every reason to be in Lagos. If not, I don't think it is. Note that this message is specifically for Ndi Igbo. Because we have been bent in a way as if we must go to Lagos to survive. Even the ones chasing you out of Lagos, seizing your houses, demolishing them, are still indirectly telling you to come, that is where things happen. So unless you must go to Lagos, if not, but don't go because of people are pressurizing you. Don't go because of insecurity. Don't go because you feel Southeast is inferior. No, that mindset is what we must break. We must break that mindset. The real problem is mental dependency. When a generation believes opportunity exists only in one city, they weaken their homeland. If our best friends leave, If our strongest investors leave, if our youth leave, who will build Southeast? And later we complain, infrastructure no day. Infrastructure follows population, in case you don't know. Population follows confidence, and confidence follows belief. If you don't believe in our region, nobody will. Young Igbo brothers, listen. Before you relocate, ask yourself, what is my skill? What is my network? What is my capital? What is my plan? If you're running to Lagos without strategy, that same Lagos will still humble you. Now, instead of chasing hype, chase leverage. Go where your efforts gives you ownership. If that is Lagos, now you sabi. That one is my last option. Last option. That is how I consider it. If that is Abuja, fine. If it is if there's a reason you must have to cross. If that is Enugu, Aba, Onisha, Owerri, fine. But remove this mentality. That is the major reason why I'm here. Remove this mentality that Lagos or elsewhere, especially outside an Igbo, is compulsory. It is not. My people, success is not a postcode. Success is stability. It is ownership. It is growth. Success is peace of mind. Generational assets. Lagos is not a certificate. Lagos is just a city. Southeast works. If we believe it works, if we build it, if we invest in it, if we stop mocking it, if we stop abandoning it, development is not automatic. It is intentional. If you go to Southeast, things are happening. So I say again, it is not a must that everybody will go to Lagos. Go where you will grow. Go where you will build. Go where government will not demolish your house. Go where you will not be paying rent and the amount you're using to pay rent is about the same money you used to fix your own house in Igbo land. Go where you will grow. Go where you will build. Go where your sweat will produce something tangible. Go where you break that mindset. Build your region and build your future. Now, if you believe opportunity is not limited to one city, share this message. Let's start thinking strategically, not emotionally. Comment below. If you had a choice today, where would you build your future and why?